Singapore Airport, which is known as one of the most beautiful airports in the world.
Yes, the world famous Singapore Airport. Now this airport has been ranked #1 for many years, and supposedly Dubai took the #1 spot, but in our opinion this is the #1 airport in the world.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Now where you want to start at is you want to start at the Jewel, which is the huge waterfall that if you've ever looked up Singapore, you've probably seen a picture of it.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful, and this whole building here is like an atrium.
Yeah, now we have the next 11 hours to spend
Way too long.
here at the airport, and we thought it was going to be a long day, but there are so many things to do. I don't think it's going to be as bad as we thought it was going to be. Some of these attractions are ticketed prices, like the skywalk, unfortunately, with the glass flooring. You have to have a ticket.
He's not sad about that.
You have to have a ticket.
There is a maze you can go through. There's a lot of things to do here. Now, just to clarify, we did not choose to have 11 hours. Our plane got changed, and so we're not leaving until later tonight. So we are here for that stretch of time, but we are going to make the best of it. So you can go on the sky bridge like we mentioned. It is $13.50 to do that. Or where we're standing right now is no different than the sky bridge, honestly, and it's free. You just walk up and take a level. Oh, and there's multiple levels that we can go on to get views from all different angles. Right now we're waiting. There is a monorail that runs through the center, and it's really cool. So if you're going to be transferring in between airports, that's one way to, or terminals, that's one way you can do it. So we're going to wait for that to come so we can show you. Oh, here it is right now.
Now we're undoubtedly going to get hungry while we're here. Lucky for us, there are a lot of different food options to choose from. We couldn't really figure out where we wanted to eat, and then we realized we're probably going to have to eat 2 or 3 times in the next 11 hours. So we found a place that we can get something kind of light to eat, because every time we fly, especially long international flights, we feel just kind of sick afterwards because you eat so heavy. So we are having some nice soup and rice and chicken. Now, besides all the food options here at the airport, this is a full-on mall. Anything you might need. If you need to get some last-minute shopping done before you return home or your next destination, you can find it all here.
Right. So, and there is also a cinema here. So if you have a lot of time to kill like we do, and kind of a good place to come because there are a lot of different things you can do. There's a full-size grocery store in here as well. So if you want to get those snacks before you get on flight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Probably cheaper than at the airport.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Now, when you're done exploring this part of the airport and you're ready to get to your terminal, it looks super simple to do. So we have seen signs on one of the more upper floors that will tell you terminal 2, 3, 4. To get to those, you just take the little pathway and it will take you to the tram. Now for terminal 1, which is where we're going to be, there's actually, it connects right to the mall. So lucky us. So we're gonna make our way over now into that terminal.
Yeah, lucky us, because we've got plenty of time to go to a terminal 5 miles away, if need be. But ours is right here.
Ours is right here. We've maybe killed 2 hours of our 11.
We have 9 hours to go. We might catch a movie.
Now, when you get to the airport here, one of the things we have experiences at other airports around here as well, you don't go through security until you actually get to your boarding gate, which is really nice. But there is a random security, which Brian skirted right through, and they made me go through and get checked early on.
Yeah, I got through no problem. You have to show your passport and your boarding pass, and then once you're through that stage, Carrie got pulled off.
Yeah.
I had to go the other direction, squirted right through, no problem. Now, we've been here for what, 5 hours now?
Yeah, we're going on 6 hours.
6 hours now. We've got a ways to go. We are going to use our Capital One credit cards to get into one of the lounges.
Yeah, we get 2 free passes a year, and we haven't used one this year, so why not?
What it is in your wallet, we're really curious to know what you use for your travel cards.
Because that's all we have is our Capital One. We don't feel we would make great use of any of those paid programs. So
No.
I don't know. Maybe you could change our mind on that one.
Convince us. Okay, so another 3 hours and 20 minutes down, spent in the
Getting
lounge.
close.
The lounge was great.
It was. It was
know?
really good.
Yeah.
You know, it's the thing is that if you don't have free access to it, you can pay to get into most of these lounges.
Yes.
And sometimes it's really just worth it. It was really nice. It was really peaceful. They have the food. They have drink. And honestly, here in Singapore, with the amount that you pay for beer outside of the airport, being able to get Tiger beer as much as you want.
For free. Yeah, you know, and I did not take full advantage. I did take a little bit of advantage of the whole situation. But even airport pricing, when it's free like that, I honestly think it was worth it. I'd pay for it.
It is, you know, when you take in that you're not going and buying a meal, and you are having your beverages as well. And during that 3 hour time that you're in there, you get to go up and have, you know, you can go up and have food through the entire time. So, you know, anyways, it is worth it. And now we feel like we did not just sit in an airport for a really long stretch, and we're a little more relaxed.
Right, we feel pampered now.
So now we are off to get our, honestly, just first flight. I feel like we've already done a travel day and we haven't left yet.
Okay, we're through our first security checkpoint. We were about ready to board the plane. We managed to kill almost 11 hours here in Singapore.
Went by pretty fast.
It went by pretty fast,
Yeah.
It really did. But this is why we don't do a lot of travel day videos, is because pulling the camera out and going through this whole routine, it's a lot.
Yeah, and going through security and all of that. So we're just excited to get on the plane and get started.
So it's looking pretty good. I was in a row all by myself. So what I did was I invited Carrie to come over and sit next to me. So now we're sitting next to each other rather than being across the aisle from each other.
There's an empty seat.
Nobody. Nobody.
So we just wrapped up our 11 hours here in Tokyo. Now we're flying with ANA, and we decided to go ahead and go into their lounge. We did not have access because we were flying economy, but we paid the $43. Now 11 hours for $43. First off, Brian drank that in beer.
Yeah, so if you get a beer an hour, do the math. It paid for itself. It was easy.
Yeah. So food, a nice place to sit. Yeah, it was totally 100% worth it. So we are now getting ready to board our final leg before we get home.
Kinda, yeah. It's gonna be another 11-hour flight. We're gonna end up spending more time in airports than we are in the air.
Yes.
On this journey.
Yes, and just a reminder, we did not choose these flights. This was a changed flight. We did not do this to save money or anything like that. So, yeah, ready to get on this last one.
See you in Seattle.
Okay, so that is a wrap on an incredibly long travel day. Thank goodness we made it to our final bus, which will take us into Bellingham.
Yeah, we got a 2-hour bus ride now, but we made it and we're safe. And we left our hotel in Singapore about 35 hours ago.
I think longer than that.
Maybe 40, I lost count.
So make sure and stay tuned, because we are going to be having a video come out here in the next few weeks that will tell you our plans for the next 6 months, because they have changed.
Yes.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.